G'day everyone, half Kaldorei Bard here. Alas, I think I figured out the secret formula as to how to get inside access to all things content creation based that all of the other big influencers of World of Warcraft have probably kept to themselves. So being the little rat-faced snitch that I am, I shall share with you the hidden secret that now even you can utilize to get into the alpha. Give me the fucking alpha or I'm gonna jump. I swear I'll fucking jump.
William, don't jump. You have so much to live for.
What is the point? I can't build a house, IRL.
For fuck's sake, what is he doing now?
William is threatening to kill himself in World of Warcraft.
What? Why?
Well, he thinks, and I quote, by threatening Sudoku, that Blizzard will pity him like they did the other content creators and give him an alpha invite.
That's fucking retarded. Hey, William, you do a flip.
Hey, hold on. I think he's getting down.
No. Wait!
Jesus fucking Christ.
And so, we mourn the loss of William Oakley, who sadly died in his attempt to get an alpha invite. And so, to honor his memory, we have buried the code to the Midnight Alpha with his body, that he may fiddle with the tools.
Fools. Little do they know. I pushed a Void Elf junkie that looked exactly like me off the building. It was all too easy. And now, the Alpha access is mine. I only just have to wait.
World of Warcraft Midnight starts us off by throwing us straight into the defense of the Sunwell. We start our journey in our capital cities. Me being Alliance and all, of course, we begin in Stormwind. We encounter the light figures of Lady Liadrin, Turalyon, and Lorthamar Theron, just standing in the Cathedral of Light. Before I get to the defense, however, I need to stop by the transmogrifier and get some drip on. Oh, that's right, it's Alpha. Dressed like your dad about to go sicko mode on you with his belt, I jumped into the fray. Now, here's where I need to get a touch real with you guys. I think the devs are fantastic, but I do not envy the monumental task of having to appease the unwashed, unhinged masses that is the WoW player base. So, me being a part of that community, it is only natural that I bring the unhinged zeal and rage-filled fervor only a chronically online Redditor could muster and try to sound the least bit reasonable. Spoiler alert, I failed. Having possessed of only 1.5 functioning brain cells, I copied and pasted the Narcissus add-on into my alpha file so I could take some high-quality photos, until I realized it was alpha. So my first battle was trying to get rid of the lure error screens like I battle pop-up windows every time I go to websites that I should not be on. Getting my collective shit together, I was finally in the fight. It became quickly clear that the Army of the Light needed to regroup, and Turalyon sent me to gather our allies. 30 seconds in, I realized already how fucked I was because I did not take the time to read my abilities or set up my bars. So, these new void creatures called Dominar were dominaring me in the arsehole. I took a shower and popped on my one-button rotate ability and proceeded. I gathered Anduin, Faerun Lothar, Alunzus Fowl, and Arator. It became quickly apparent there was some friction going on between Arator and Turalyon because Arator was sporting this goofy-ass millennial haircut. One under-the-table remark later, we gathered the dream team and turned in our quest, only for the game to freeze briefly and my recording equipment to cut out without me noticing. So I sent Hero to get me the footage that I missed. Turalyon is being set up as a bullish commander, focused on the battle and the victory, while Lorthamar serves us a cunty yet valid remark. Oh, fuck! Already the friction is being felt. Lorthamar thanks us. Arator is happy and we rejoin the vanguard. Turalyon commends us, because we're not part of the military uniform for saving the civilians, but scolds his son for breaking formation. We break Xal'atath's forces by pushing forward. Once again, Arator breaks formation by getting us to take out some additional pylons and a series of Void Commanders. Some of which violate me without hesitation because, as it turns out, I'm a pretty bad player. But I am a WoW player, and I have a kiss of the tisms. And take my frustrations out on fellow players on the forums before proceeding. I murdered some ethereals and picked up some legendary weapons before proceeding with the vanguard for one final push. As we get to the center of the storm, most of us died except the main characters. We used the legendary weapons we created to summon the Star Wars screen, which informs us that we fail and we are getting pushed back. So we fall back to the Sunwell. The main characters tell us to hold the line while they pray to the Sunwell, which summons another Star Wars screen and tells us the Void Storm has been halted by a giant beam of light. The event wraps up with us regrouping at Silvermoon, with Turalion and Lorthamar sharing some cunt to one another, and Romath just looking at me like I fucked his sister or something. Which I did. So, what do I take away from all of this? Well, it's a sound enough plot. We arrive, kick ass, hold the line, but just by a thread. We'll have to eventually fight the Void again, but we have a bit of respite. There's a clear tension between the Alliance and Horde, and tension between Arator and his father. My bit of criticism, however, is that Turalion is being presented as a little too bullish. I mean, come on, being the commander that fought the Legion for 1,000 years, you would think that he would be a little wiser when it came to combat instead of going all for glory and charging in aimlessly, you know? Arator is, well, his tension with his dad has seemed to come out of nowhere, to be quite honest. If I recall correctly anyway. He has had more tension with his mother and seems to relate more with his dad. Now, in this event, he suddenly has daddy issues. Well, not daddy issues, so to speak, but you know what I mean. He's got like that, no dad, I want to do this. I want to save the civilians, dad. Come on. Plus his haircut is goofy, I hate it. Lorthamar is perfectly in character. His priority is his people. And he talks some regal smack with the people that he works with. I mean, got to keep that Thalassian sass, yes? And Liadrin, well, I barely even noticed her in the scenario. He's got a new model and a new hairstyle, which looks pretty cool, but she was surprisingly absent until the beginning and the end of the scenario. Alas, all things considered, I think it is a promising start. Alpha is alpha, and everything is subject to change. But what do you think? What do you want to see next? I have a bunch of alpha content in the works, so take some time to like, subscribe, and ring the bell and share this video. Seriously guys, my dopamine levels are at an all-time low. Bye bye! Catch you later guys!